Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Oh, yeah. You already know what time it is. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. This is what we do Monday through Friday, 9-ish to 11-ish. It's the Rise and Grind Morning Show. So today is me birthday. I'm 54. I am 54 years
Happy
old.
birthday.
Thank you very much, Shani.
You made it to 54, and now
Yes.
you
Shani
can
got-
stop telling us that you 53.
Well, Shani had got me some strings for my birthday. Shout out to strings. No, they really balloons.
Happy birthday.
It's really two. I only got one in the camera. Okay, two in the back. The black person in the back. So, and a beautiful card. Thank you for the encouraging words. Okay.
How you feel today?
I feel good. I really feel good.
You got some good weather for your birthday?
Is it? Shit.
I mean, the sun's shining.
The
It's not
sun
snowing.
is
It's not
shining.
raining. So I consider that good weather.
And the new day is dawn. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm going to let all shenanigans slide today because it's your birthday. So
Y'all have to let nothing slide.
I'm going to let all shenanigans that you do today slide.
Okay, all things.
Let me not speak too soon.
You know I was showing my chest at the breakfast.
That was people were trying to eat. I'm so sorry to anyone that had to witness Miles lifting up his shirt in the middle of people eating.
Hey, look like chocolate chips to me. I do have a gas station chronicle. People
You went to the gas station?
Yeah, go get your uncles. Your uncles was outside with snotty nose. So I told you about I gave the guy $2, right?
Mm-hmm. Was he back?
And he did say thank you, but he was there this time. So he see me again, and I said he was like this. I thought he couldn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like he did this. I said no, I don't have no change today. He said, damn, you could. He said, damn, you could at least say that. I was like,
Well, say you can say all that, but you couldn't say thank you.
yeah, I couldn't say thank you. Damn
Thank
these
you,
people.
because I was gonna say thank you because that was gonna really bother me.
This is going to irritate
Strings.
me. These strings will irritate me. I'm just going to hold them then. Do.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, though? Thank you,
Comfy
Cal.
chair or something.
Thank
Good
you,
morning, Cal.
Hey, Cal. So my cousins was hitting me up this morning, right, telling me thank you. And Cal text got in the middle of it, right? So I was like, thank cuz. I said, like,
So
thank
Cal-
cuz. And then I was like, oh, damn. I said, my bad, bro. Thank you.
That happened to me with you. Then I'm like, my bad, I didn't mean to send that.
She's like, I love you, cuz.
Listen, be careful when y'all are sending text messages.
Watch your
because-
text.
I swear.
Hey, you'll get the wrong guy.
I swear. Miles up here like, hey, you sent this to the wrong person. I'm like, my bad, but
Hey, you get one of them klepto guys. But you said you love me.
yeah.
Like,
And I'm like, I'm so sorry I didn't mean to send that to you. But yeah,
put this
just
right
please
here.
watch your text.
but it's right. Watch is still gonna find his way back. Anyway, so I was like, okay, next time I'm just gonna trip his bum ass. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's
Okay.
my gas station.
You got
Chronicle.
any plans? What's going on for your birthday?
I have no plans.
Okay.
If anybody decide to do anything for me, I appreciate it. Shout out to Lauren Lewis.
Shout out to Ms.
She
Lauren.
sent me a birthday gift. Shout out to you, Shannon. You got me a birthday gift.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to Miss Lauren. She's so
But
sweet.
I did get back into the gym yesterday.
Ooh.
I would
okay.
not. I would not go wrong. What I've been going wrong was when I decided to go through my journeys and actually broadcast it. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I'm in the gym."
Right.
I'm not gonna do
So
none
we
of
gonna
that.
get content this go round.
Y'all ain't get shit, but nice healthy miles. Speaking of nice healthy miles, forgot my medication again. Damn it, I'm going back home.
Say
Get my
that
medication.
is the one.
I'm going back home. Matter of fact, Chain, take over. Be right back. No.
Say that's the one. Shout out to Tam for her movie premiere this
Yes.
weekend of No Strings.
I heard it was really good.
I heard that it was great.
I heard it was really
Yeah,
good.
so
I
shout
heard
out
it was
to
good
you.
and great. Shout out to Tam. No Strings. Shout out to everybody pulling their weight on the show.
That's so
too.
good,
I heard it
yes.
was good.
Shout out.
I heard they had a sold out turnout, so congratulations.
Oh no, that's good. It's
Yes.
one thing when you kind of throw something, but when people actually show up and support you, and it turns out to be a great event, you literally be like, you know what, I rock with y'all. Like that's when you really get to see who rock with you and who just supports you overall. So
Yeah.
shout out to No Strings.
Unfortunately, my daughter's birthday party was that day, so sorry, Tam.
Yeah, no,
Feel like-
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we had that conversation
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
that topic last week, but
Yeah.
yes, definitely shout out to Tam.
There'll be another one. I'm pretty sure when people do things like that and it turns out good, they're ready for their next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Kaylin.
Yep,
Ooh,
yep.
Beautiful Kaylin.
That's good. And this is a movie premiere that still has to
beautiful
hit
Kayla.
platforms too. So
Most definitely.
we'll definitely be waiting on that.
Shout out to Cece. Her movie dropped on Amazon Prime.
Shout out to CC.
Yes.
What about your friends?
What about your friends?
You can find that on Amazon.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. Oh, Dorian. Thank you, dear brother.
So is it like not a thing for a guy to use emojis?
No, we
Because if I was reading that, I'd be like, that's kind of dry.
No,
But
first of all, we don't be using no emojis. Me and don't use emojis.
maybe that is a female
The
thing.
ma-
Because if
the
I was
main-
to read that, I'd be like, oh, thanks, but that's kind of dry.
The main emojis we use is the finger, or the shit, or the poop, or the poop
That's crazy.
logo. Yep.
I don't ever use that.
Of course you don't, because you don't think none of your friends are the shit.
They call me to say happy birthday.
No, they not. The bug get on my nerves. So yeah, let's do this. Let's go directly into the topic of the day, because I love this topic, because we didn't really get into it. Oh, thank you. Who in the hell is King? No, what up? Thank you.
Hey, Tia, good morning.
Thank you, Tia. Happy birthday. She said, happy birthday, King. Who in the hell is King?
Happy birthday.
And look, I know a guy who hated nicknames, and he hated if you ain't directed. He wouldn't.
I love a
respond.
good nickname. If I give you a nickname or we have that rapport, I feel like we're pretty close.
Okay, that's what's up. Do people work harder?
I do not what. See, thank you, Cal. He said he used emojis.
I know, I see you do.
I feel like that
But
that
you-
that adds a little razzle dazzle to the text.
Men
It
don't
ain't
need,
dry at
men
that
don't need
point.
razzle dazzle when they talking to each other.
It ain't ashy.
I was ashy as hell when I came in here.
Yeah, started a fire. Good
Thank you.
morning, Mark.
Good morning, Mark. Happy birthday. Thank you, brother. Seriously, thank you for my birthdays. I'm gonna press out some shirts today. And I want people to start getting shirts like I promised. But I would say this: the topic of the day is simple, and it's dope. Do people work harder for passion or survival? I work for passion.
I truly feel like people work harder for survival.
That's crazy. That mean they not living. And
That is true. I agree with that.
How Rich say, and if you ain't balling with it,
You ain't living.
you ain't balling with it, you ain't living. That don't have nothing to do with the acronym.
Listen, shout out to Baller with Rich. Catch them everywhere.
Right, the engineer, y'all.
You be sounding exactly like him. But I feel like people work harder for survival only because they have to. Like
Well-
something that you're passionate about, I feel like it's your passion because you like to do it, or you do it when you choose to do it.
Shout out to Mr. John Brian Hope. He basically said, like, that's the part we have to
Good
get
morning,
out.
Jay Cherise.
Hey Jay. We have to get out of our subpar mentality. Everybody don't have to be an entrepreneur, but everybody don't have to be struggling either. The lives that we live is the lives that we have set. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who live with less and they are a whole lot more happier,
That's true.
right? Somebody actually, I had got approved for a truck, right?
That's good. Congratulations.
But at the same time, do I really want to know? And then when I look at the fact that the fact that the truck said 20,000,
Yeah.
21,000, but at the end of the day, I'm really gonna be paying 37.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the interest and things like that, but
You understand what I'm saying?
I get your ideology.
So what I'm saying is, there's people who have less of a car than I have, and they're happy.
Yeah, but it's to a point to where it wasn't anything that you rushed. Your car,
Right.
the life,
Right.
expectancy
But I'm not
on
saying
the
me.
car.
Don't get me wrong. More like I'm gonna get it.
I'm just saying the life expectancy on the car, is gonna come to an end at some point, right?
But my point is, you have some people who don't mind. They don't even look at the part if they don't have a car as a struggle. They just
It may be inconvenient.
No, they just look at it as something that they still have to do.
I get it, but don't get me wrong. A car that you get, maybe not from a dealership or used, you can experience some troubles later on down the road with it, and it may be more on the expensive side, where it's like maybe a couple $100s a month for a note will give you that security and knowing like, hey, I'm gonna get to point A and point B, and if I don't, I'm going to the dealership where I got this warranty.
But also can get to the point where if things get tough, you got to shoot into survival. That note is not that important.
The note is not that important, but I hope that you ready to see that truck. I mean, we just going off of a level of importance here. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
you have to know the consequences of you not paying it. But I know a lot of people that say, hey, if it came down to me living and driving, I'm going to pay my rent or mortgage before paying a car note.
Most
So
definitely.
it's like, I can understand that it's harder to pay bills or go by level of priority when everything essentially is important.
But when you're in survival mode, everything is important.
Exactly.
And that's the whole point. When you're working harder for passion, it's a difference.
Yeah.
Because passion will bring you everything that you want. Survival only brings what you barely need.
Dorian said, in this system, both, you got to act like you're doing and know without it. Life will be hard.
Oh, yeah. Hard, yeah. Hard.
You got to like what you're doing and know without it.
He said, as...
What?
As...
Oh, I'm like, I ain't saying that part. I'm like,
Well, we know what it means. So, hey, y'all, if y'all want to give us a call, 810-560-0658. I haven't said this number in a long time. 810-560-0658.
And it shows.
My great mentor Mason always say it 3 times. 810-560-0658. And now
Miss Rhonda. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Rhonda. And I'd like to say thank y'all for everyone who showed up to Pancakes and Podcasts. It was a good turnout. We met about 2 or 3 new people.
That's cool. Each time I feel like it'll grow.
Yeah,
New people will come, new networking opportunies and experiences.
And
so,
if you know anybody who's interested in, I only seen that last word. It said, but your car is your click, right?
Sheesh. But your car is your click. Your friends ain't getting you around.
Very true.
That's true. And that's why I feel like, sometimes we do have to make those sacrifices to really make sure we get to point A and point B.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a car, then you can't get to work. You don't get to work, then you can't pay your bills. You don't pay your bills, you can't take care of your family. So it's like a trickle-down effect.
Oh,
and that's
yeah, all
personally
that.
why I feel like people work harder in survival mode, because they know
I'm
people
glad.
are expected on them. It's like they can't fall. They can't mess up. They know if they literally do not do this, then that won't get done.
That's why I believe if you do it with a passion, it'll be better for you.
But a lot of things are not done in passion. A lot of things that we do on a daily basis are not passion based or feel. It's basically because we have to.
That's what's up.
Because if we don't, who will?
I know that's right. Carla, you are on the air.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Miss
Jay.
Cherise.
How are you guys?
Fine, how are you?
We are great.
I'm doing great. I'm a little confused about the topic. Do people work harder for passion or survival?
Yes.
I mean, you would think if you're in survival mode that you will work harder on that than a passion because you're in survivor mode.
Well, some people don't give a damn about survival mode. Some people is just working on their passion.
Yeah. I mean, and I hate to use this example, Miss J. Cherise, but to put it in better context.
Miles.
No, the whole acrimony thing, when he had his passion was the battery, and he worked on the battery. He didn't necessarily go to a 9-to-5, but he worked hard on his passion, even though his house was at risk of, being lost. He didn't really have any money to be able to take care of himself. He still worked hard on his passion because he felt as though one day it'll open doors that a job couldn't. So that's
I see what you're saying.
that's kind of
Okay.
a perspective of, do people work harder for their passion, and is that
She
going
must
to be
have
the
watched
thing?
Acrimony again.
Is that going to be the thing that's going to get them out the mud, or is the survival mode they work harder for?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think I work harder in survivor mode. I think in survival, and when I'm thinking of survival mode, I'm thinking of the way that the world is crashing down on me, and I got to get that shit up off of me.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to work different. I guess I'm going to work hard at both, but it's going to be a different work, a different dog in me when I'm in survivor mode than the dog that's in me on my passion. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel like with your passion, you may have a little bit more allotted time than you would in survival mode? Like it's like fight or flight, now or never?
I'm sorry.
And so in survivor mode, I'm when I'm thinking of survivor mode, that means I need money right here, right now. Shit is crashing down on me. So I'm gonna get out here and let's say, because if most people know that I'm a shopper, so I'm gonna get out here and I'm probably gonna be taking orders that I may not take normally because I'm in survivor mode.
Right.
Versus allowing the shitty orders just to pass me by, because hey, right now I'm working towards my passion of getting my podcast started.
Right. And you're not really
I
worried
ain't got
about
to kill
that.
myself. Yeah, but in survivor mode, shit, I'm taking all the shitty orders.
Yeah, no matter what. And that's the thing, I feel like when we're in survival mode, we do feel like maybe we have to take or accept, I wouldn't say the bare minimum, but a little lesser than maybe what we would if maybe our passion could take us to the heights that we were, expecting them to.
I would say in survival mode. Survival mode keeps us on the edge. Survival mode gives us stress.
Yeah.
Survival mode gives us anxiety. Survival mode gives us impatience. When passion gives us adrenaline, happiness, safe spaces. However, you do have some people that works in their passion with the love with the love of God. So when you put the love of God in your passion, you don't look at the world as crumbling around you. You looking like this is what you still have to do. And the closer you get, when you believe in God, you don't have fears. You don't even have survival tactics. What you do have is you have a lot of faith. Like there's been plenty of times.
Interesting.
There's been plenty of times to where I didn't want to go to open up the office at all. But then because I start bills piling up, but then I went to open the door and $7,000 rolled through. is it often that it happens? Because just because I have faith? No. But faith in my love of God keeps me there on working on my passion. Because God would never give you into something that you can never work with.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's just the time aspect. Like, prime example, right? Okay, you didn't want to open up the office. You came in at that time. The money presented itself. Had it been a day or two later, you know, some people be like, I have faith, and then they like, okay, I've had all the faith that I feel like I can, you know what I'm saying, that I can have, and it's not physically presenting itself.
But your faith should never waver. When just like when you know you had a bold car and you're driving through a rainstorm or snowstorm, you don't waver to your destination. You just keep going. You use that same type of faith or endurance with your love of God, and your passion will show up. Most people passion don't show up because God like, oh, you don't believe. Okay, go ahead.
And that's the thing, and that's funny that you say that, because not to be funny, but I personally probably wouldn't even put my car on the road knowing that a storm was coming.
No,
whether I had faith or not. You know
how about you didn't know it was coming?
I'm just
like, I'm not even about to take
you
the
know,
risk.
it's just me, and that's what I think that he's more so saying. Like, my faith didn't waver, it didn't change. I'm just also, I guess, being realistic while
like
having faith. Is that bad?
I got a newcomer who want to say some things to you guys. I'm gonna pass the phone to him.
Okay, hey.
Hey, what up, though?
Hey, what up, though? What's your name, brother?
G.
He said G. That's a letter, man. No, I'm just joking. What's up?
That's the name.
That's the name. What's up, though?
Hey, no, yeah, I like this. I like the topic because I've discussed this before. I think passions can change. I mean, I think because everything with me is like situational. Nothing is the same, right?
Okay.
So if I have a passion for something, but that's not gonna make money now, and then I have a kid, my passion just became that kid I just had. So I'm gonna work the hell out of whatever I got to do, and whatever that passion was for me, that got to go to the back burner so that I can allow this child to grow up and be passionate about things. You get what I'm saying?
Very true.
That's a good point.
I got a question for you. I got a question.
Go ahead.
Because I've been in a situation like that. What I did was make my passion a kiddie passion. So, though, like when Pooter got it, my daughter, when she got to like 4 years old, I'm like, she's like, hey, they want to do a podcast. I'm like, okay, let's do one. So we did a little fake podcast in my house, right? And what she did, she taught me so much on how to evolve my podcast game into something, because if a child is interested in it, and I just think the thought process of how to take, shut up, Jay, to stop eating so we can hear you clearly. This damn cookie good. And I just took my passions of what would normally be survival tactics, and it made it lessons for me to boost my passion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. That's what I did.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
Yeah, because a lot of times, here's what I've learned. You know, whether people believe in the Bible or not, I believe in the Bible 1,000% as far as principles. Now the names and all that stuff. One named Jesus, one named Mark. That's two different, dialects. However, the principles of everything in the Bible is true for me because it works. You know what I mean? You raise a child, so forth on all the scriptures and everything. However, once we learn how to not falter and not to waver from our passion that God gave us, you know what I mean? God gives us our passion. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of people don't ever truly get to tap into it because they so having to be in survival mode all of the time. But they don't have time to sit to see what their passion is. They know what they're good at. They know maybe what they have a skill in.
The only reason why people are going to survival mode because they place themselves in situations they shouldn't. If you know your rent is $1,100 and your ass only brings $750, you shouldn't be trying to get in the $1,100 rent.
Sometimes those situations are uncontrollable.
Okay, now this is another thing I wanted to bring up, right? And it kind of relates to what you were saying about the Bible. I feel like sometimes people confuse their God-given purpose with passion also.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I like to think my purpose, I'm gonna always work harder for, and to try to live out the purpose that God gave me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I think, because we all know that dude who been passionate as hell about rapping. Maybe music is your purpose, but rapping maybe ain't. But you waste so much time on that now you have made yourself go into survival mode, maybe, because you've been chasing something that was your passion, that you was passionate about, and not your purpose.
Right,
that's a
right.
good point.
So you definitely, I believe 1,000% of what you said. But I also look at like a person rapping, right? Passion, right? That's not a God-given talent, a gift. It's not a God-given gift.
Like spoken word.
Like if he would have did, he would have been a wordsmith. Maybe he could have been a great speaker, writer, whatever. So but rapping is more of a talent that people pick up from other people. God don't give you that gift. God give you a natural gift, something that you can use for the rest of your life. So, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, so your purpose still could have been music or speaking, right?
Right.
But your passion is, you put passion as your rapping, and so now you missing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So do you feel like people may truly be in their passion, and somehow, some way, the ball drops, and then they start being in survival mode? Pretty much like, you know how, if we want to keep it artist wise, the one hit wonders. Maybe they passion was truly music, and you know that one hit took off, but then now they're in survival mode because nothing came after that, or it was really hard to get deals, or whatever the case may be.
That's the intricacies of business in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
So people, if you don't realize, if you go into the music business thinking that all you need is a hit record, then you messing over yourself. You still need to have a disciplined mindset. You also have to have being able to work with other people, and you still have to learn how to be coachable whenever you in any type of business that you don't own. So yeah, hey G, thank you, bro.
All right, thank y'all. Y'all
Thank
have
you.
a good one.
You as well. Thank you also, Ms. J. Sharice.
You're welcome.
She sounded like she was smoking. She's like, welcome.
That's funny. Listen, she probably cracked up. She's like, yeah, that was me.
That was me.
Yeah, but for the survival mode part, if we really had a choice, I feel like a lot of us wouldn't be in survival mode. I know you said that survival mode is because we put ourselves in certain situations. Could you give a prime example? Is that maybe just having more than one kid, maybe, or
instead of trying to live I live in a 3-bedroom house. Well, flat. It's only me and Pooter.
But that may be necessary.
It's not. It covers you use more air, you use more heat, you use more everything. You know what I mean?
But then what about getting in a space where you're trying to fit within whatever that amount is, but you don't have the space? Sometimes you outgrow spaces and places.
Well, then if you outgrow spaces, that means you're making more money.
I don't agree with that. Sometimes people outgrow spaces before they even get the means to.
How?
Mentally, physically, I've outgrown this space along with the things that I have in here physically.
Give me an example.
Like moving into a 1-bedroom apartment, right? It's very cluttered. You know it's gonna be compact.
No, but that means you have to learn how to break stuff down. That's what I'm talking about. People still live with the same means. Like at one time I had 6 cell phones.
Okay, now that's a little bit.
No. You're saying that because guess what? I had different businesses needed different
and
numbers.
And they answer neither one of them. Let's
Carly,
get the
you
caller.
there?
Good morning, man.
What up,
Good
Dorian?
morning.
Hey, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, man. Me and you the same age now.
Damn near. I'm 748 years old.
Good morning,
7.5
Dorian.
centuries old. Yeah. Morning. Listen, you have to look at. People don't even know what passion is. You have to define what passion, because it sounds delectable. It sounds the thing that you would want to do, but passion can be anything that you feel very strongly about.
Very true.
does not mean nothing with your talent. It has nothing to do with what skill set that you may have acquired. It has a lot to do with how much energy you want to put into this. And it could be, look, you can have a passion for getting shoes. You may have a passion for shoes, not to buy and sell or design, but to wear and own. That's a passion of mine. The shoes. People falling off in that with sports. It's a passion of mine. You got people that play softball. They work at the plant and they go play softball. It's a passion, right?
So you feel like passion doesn't just have to be tangible things.
Absolutely. And it can also mean tangible things, not in the sense of, I'm successful, right? So the survival part actually should bring you wisdom, because you're in this position. You should be learning what you lost, what you perceive to have lost, right? So if you didn't, like you say, you chasing the passion, right? And it's requiring you to have some losses. That's why I say in this system, we would want it to be a barter system. We would want it to be a cheaper system, but it's not that case. We're living a capitalistic system. If you could charge $1,000 a minute, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
absolutely, you would. Damn right.
Yeah.
So right. And if someone's willing to pay it, you're gonna bill them for it, right, and get it. So survival mode is based off of, you should be learning from these failures you may have had, or these incidents or these situations, and it may have you surviving in a system that we did not create. We're just a part of it. We think we're capitalists, but we're not. You have to own things to be a capitalist. You have to actually have outright ownership of assets to really be technically considered a capitalist. If we're just in the system, we're surviving in a capitalistic system. And we're all surviving. Even the people that make six figures, they're surviving, because the problem is, if you make six figures, shouldn't you live like you only make five figures? We don't do that, do we? Right. We're gonna push it all the way to the edge, right?
Well, I don't even agree with that mindset, even when it comes to people who aren't making 5 or 6 figures. And I think that was the point that we were kind of talking about prior to you getting on the phone, with just outgrowing a particular place and space in life. Just because you're saying if we're making six figures, we should only be spending 5.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, proverbially, if you want to not to be just surviving, you would have to acquire more money and live lesser than your means. That is how you really acquire wealth, or have some sustainable life, is, as they would say, living below your means. Just because you make $100,000, does that mean that you got to have over $100,000 worth of money? It's all, with me at the end of the year, every year, right? It's not everybody makes money. We make money of various degrees. Some people think they make the same amount of money every year. Sometimes this may happen. Sometimes that may happen. You may get sick. You didn't work, or some money got messed up. You literally had to take a chunk of money and had to put it on something. So what do you end up with? If you make $100,000 a year, how much of that have you kept?
Yeah,
that part.
Very much.
So it's about living below, even operating below your means.
Yeah, there you are. Operating below your means is the most important. That's why, if anybody get the opportunity to watch Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, or E.T., please watch him, because he said there's not too much that he's worried about in life no more, because he's been broken before. So he said, he said, sometimes I still eat chips off the floor, and he damn sure don't have to. You know what I mean? He said sometimes he still sleep on the floor. It's a reminder, and he's been broken before, so he don't mind sleeping on the floor. There's nothing.
Because you know what? The largest things in life he probably had, lost.
Exactly.
Just those little bare essentials, and living below, and more or less, it's a mentality of living, never wasting anything.
Yeah, and I used to be exactly the same. Like, I don't mind if I go on vacation and it's only a couch and you got two, I sleep on the couch.
Yeah,
right.
And that's fine. But do you guys think that that's a healthy mindset?
Yes.
Or do you think that that's still conditioning you to where you were?
No,
It's humble conditional.
It's humble. Exactly.
I mean, I get it. I just feel like maybe the humbleness can be shown by not forgetting, but not maybe having to do that. But maybe if it's just for you.
But listen, so if the mission is required, when you have too many people who's over or not as humble, and you have 3 people, and somebody gonna have to sleep on that floor in order for it to work.
To work. For the good of this whole system.
For the good of the whole system. That'd be cool. Then also I've been in a situation where they say, hell, we'll rotate. You know what I mean? That's cool too. But when you have people who only stuck on, no, it has to be first class. And then
well, that's
no
different.
compromise.
No compromise, and then the mission is not complete.
Right.
So being humble does not set you back. But if the mission is meant, the only way it can go down if somebody say this has to happen, it's okay. And that's not survival mode. What that is, that's making it happen mode. And most people, it's 3 types of people: those who watch it happen, let things happen, and make things happen.
Absolutely.
Survival is what life does to you when you're not prepared for life. That's very true. I can agree.
Miles, you had dropped a nice little anecdote right before I even called about the 6 cell phones.
Oh yeah.
Like, look, that experience.
Yeah.
And having that and knowing how wasteful it was.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like those little anecdotes, that's survival. But that's knowledge applied to wisdom now.
Exactly.
Wisdom now.
Exactly. So now I'd rather go ahead have 1 cell phone.
What's the purpose of the 6?
6, I have 6 different businesses.
6 different businesses.
6 different businesses, and they need to be answered properly.
They all could have been up under 1 phone.
And they all could have been under 1 phone, and then that would have just saved me $800 a month.
Ooh, Lord, man, you add that up, man. You add that up.
And I did that for like 3 years. Yeah. And then every other month or 2, I lose one of them. Then I got to buy another one.
Replace it. Yep.
Yeah. So
this is just to be looking a certain way and really operating in a bad way.
Yeah. In my team, we had like 21 phones on one line. I still had to pay for it.
Yep.
I paid for all 21 lines.
Yeah.
That's high overhead. That's high overhead.
Yeah, it's too much. And my mentor got on my case like, what do you need? I said, I got 1.
No, I mean, really though. Because I just wanted to ask, what was the purpose of the 6?
The 6 was
that maybe 2 or 3 couldn't do.
See, that's that passion though. That's the passion of
Definitely.
He was thinking from
a business standpoint.
Yeah.
This is going to be bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. And so already have the instrumentals and the machinations to make it as it grows. It's the infrastructure is already there.
Yeah.
Right. Not knowing that grassrooting any situation, any business only got about a 5 or 6 year survival rate.
Anyway.
Anyway. Things happen. You have to be really conservative minded. Yeah. You're gonna see what's more important. Do I really need to? Like I said, people say you so anti-vacation. Listen, the place I spend most of my money on, right? I'm going to dwell there.
There you go.
Until it's time. It's not time yet. I'm not on no one else's timeline. I'm on you have to be on your own timeline. This is not a race. This is not a race. Somebody could be the same age as you. And they got this and they doing it. That's their timeline. That's their journey. Why are you concerned with yourself? Don't never compare yourself. You compare yourself to yourself.
Yeah.
What you were before and what you want to be now.
Yes. And that's
go ahead.
And that's the whole thing. Like, I never like being compared to someone else. I never compared myself to anyone else until somebody brought that someone else to the conversation. Because majority of things that I know how to do, one person don't know how to do. And then once my mentor had told me, he said, but Miles, you can do all these things, but what are you the best at?
And that can be a little hard to select.
Let me go ahead and let y'all go. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, brother. All right, Dorian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that can be hard to select because when you are good at several things, how do you just pick one thing?
But this how.
That's typically why I feel like people pick one category or major or umbrella to put. That's why I personally like communications. Communications, you cannot just label that as being one thing. And I think that's why I liked it and picked it as my major, because I knew I can go here, I can go there, I can go media, broadcasting, journalism, film, whatever.
And I totally agree. What I did was, once I realized what I'm the best at, like if you compare me, I'm just gonna say through the city, what I'm the best at, it'll start to fall off. People are like, oh yeah, I can't mess with him with that.
Yeah.
Or no, you better call him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how do you truly know? When
people ask for you, when people so it's a thing that I use called sought after or bought after. Like I had a friend of mine who did music, right? He did music for Janet Jackson. No, I'm gonna say this how it sounds. He did music for Janet Jackson. He done music for Brian McKnight.
Oh.
Right? But has he ever had a hit record? When he's compared to me, he's no comparisons to me.
Got it, because of the...
Because he put his music was placed in a music pool. Janet Jackson, Brian McKnight producers, like, we can use that music. And then it was selected to be on the album. So, but when I did things, they called for me.
Yeah.
I was sought after. He was bought after the fact.
Okay, so that's the difference between sought after and bought after.
Yeah.
So when people start asking for you, requesting you, whatever.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that you know that you're great at.
I'm great at because there's when I do something, I do my own thing and I have my own twist on it. And they were like, I know I need that Doc Chill mix. Bottom line, I need that Doc Chill mix. I'm cool with that mix you gave me. That's cool, but I need that Doc Chill mix. So, hey, Doc Chill, what you doing? What you doing tomorrow? Cool. Can you come to the studio? Yeah. You already know my cost. Yeah.
Now I have a question. Do you feel like people that are younger have more time to focus on their passion, or do you feel like even nowadays younger people are still very much in survival mode?
I don't think it's a younger older thing. I think it's a thing on what your passion is.
I feel like younger people do have an opportunity maybe when they're younger to focus maybe more on their passion, just for the simple fact that they have more time.
The only reason why I would say no to that statement is because younger people are constantly being compared to each other, and so they're always in a race.
Yeah,
and they fail more because they're always in a race.
Got you. So you don't feel as though your passion can be inspired by others?
Huh?
You don't feel like your passion can be inspired by others? You feel like that's just something that's given?
Maybe my passion was never inspired by no one but me.
Okay.
However, have I ever said, man, I want to get there? Like plenty of times, I was always wanting to record in the studio in New York because it's New York.
Yeah.
But when I got there, it's still New York.
It's New York.
It's New York. You know, you got climb steps, elevators don't work, mics everywhere. It's crazy, right?
You lost me at stairs.
But I'm just saying. So, my passion always comes from what I want for my fellow partners, my comrades. I would love to see, like when I did, Freaky took off, and everybody was like, but that wasn't even the record we was promoting. We was promoting a record called "It's Just a Black Thing."
Got you.
I was just so lucky to get clearance from Prince for Pop Life to doing a song, and I'm probably one of the first rap artists ever get clearance from Prince for that song. But then Pac came back through with it. But my whole thing was I was geeked about that. My passion be my accomplishments. Like comparably to my accomplishments outweighs a lot of people's. And it's not a bragging tool that I use. I'm like, I tell people all the time, go ahead, go with them. Well, they charge me $1,000 less. Okay, go with them.
Yeah, and then you'll see why.
Then they come back hey, bro, man, look, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw you that extra $1,000.
But a lot of people be doing that just to kind of see how
I'm away.
well you gonna be grounded.
Right. And
they want to see, I'm gonna throw a price out there. Is he gonna try to negotiate with me? Lower it?
When I received less money when I was working with my passion without knowing my purpose. Once I started learning my purpose,
But aren't they supposed to align? Not necessarily.
Yes, they do align. But when you passion will blindside you, because your passion like, man, yeah, just do it. I mean, you just see me do it. I'm like, hey man, just give me this.
Now I heard earlier it was said that passion can change. If passion changes, is that just based on the different timelines in life, or does it change? Or if it changes, was that truly your passion?
That's a good question. I think passion can change, but then your purpose do too, in a sense.
Mm-hmm. And that just as you grow in life.
Yeah, like my passion right now is to, without no lie, exercise, eat healthy, and create things. My passion is not to get outside and start creating things and be here and be everywhere. My thing is to create an idea. Hey Miles, this is Jeff from New York, bro. We need for you to come in and get this stuff straight. Cool. I go there, fix it, boom, good. Fly back. Eric Thomas said he never ever in his life till recently spent 2 to 3 weeks on the road. He said he made it to where when he do an event, they fly him in. If he either fly back the same night, the same day, or he go back the next day. He said, but being over the seas, you just can't fly back the next night. You know what I mean? So, but he made the best of it and plotted out a plan to where he could hit New Zealand, those countries around him, and all that, and make the best out of that 2 weeks. He said he never in his life spent a week away from his wife, as busy as he was.
Yeah, and that's real.
So I want to be very similar to that. Being with my daughter on Saturday at her birthday party made me realize how much she really wants to be around me.
Yeah, that's so good.
And for her to see me and her mother just interact without going at each other next, she's like, y'all cool.
Y'all all right.
Yeah.
And I feel like it comes to a point where you do have to effectively co-parent because it does affect the child. The child sees all of it, you know?
Yeah, but when you're in survival mode and co-parenting, it also shows too.
I can agree with that.
When your passion is to make your daughter be happy, make your children to be happy, and to live.
Oh, that's a good one.
And learn how to accept humility in life. Because when she was like, no, Dad, I don't want to. I said, why was you scared? That's why I asked her, do you believe in God? I don't know. I said, well, let me show you how.
Yeah, and that's good.
And she was like, what, you want me to do the fall back thing? I said, no, I want you to fall forward.
Yeah.
Because...
And that's really good, and I'm glad that she was able to have that talk with you, because kind of like how I was sharing, a lot of us, when we're introduced to God or just religion, we're introduced to it based off of whatever our parents or whatever close relative...
Traditional things.
Yeah, pretty much what they kind of practice or follow, and then that's kind of bestowed upon us, and then we take it on, and then when we grow up, we have the option to go either way, whether we stick with it or go our own route. But
the only time
saying that you was gonna show her how to, I feel like that spoke volumes, because it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna teach you why I think this. I'm gonna show you how to have this relationship with him for yourself.
Well, most definitely, because I asked her one question in this conversation. I said, "Have you ever seen me mad?" She's like, "No, but one time you and my mama argue." I said, "Yeah," I said, because that deals with you, right? I said, now I don't be walking around upset or angry at things, because I know who I am and I know whose I am, and when you know whose you are, like you're my daughter. So when you came to me talking about you can't think right and blah blah blah, I said, who you telling that to? I said, you my daughter. So do you think I'm?
That's real.
I said, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm dumb? No. I said, so how can you even possibly think that you can't do anything?
Yeah.
And she was
That's
like,
so good.
So again, me and her mother had a talk.
Yeah.
And me and her mother both sitting at the table. I said, Pooter, what did I tell you about you don't need no tutor? She said, I don't need no tutor because I'm your child. I said, and why you don't need no, being my child means what? I could do and think, anything I think of, I can do. I said, so what's your grades like? All A's. I said, this was just last school semester.
That's good that you instilled that in her, because now she's believing
Yes,
it.
because in life, if you don't give a child something to think about that's positive, and you in survival mode, they're going to always be in survival mode in school.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. I need help. Now, they're waiting on somebody other than their parents to help them on something. Their parents, the majority of the times, cannot keep up the way school teaching
that is true.
school, and now the parents is looking stupid.
Yeah.
So
Because now the parents needs tutors. No, everything is different now.
You're right. So, because during one time I failed my daughter in the 4th grade because how they teach.
Yeah.
And I just told her, I said, never mind all that. I said, how many countries in Africa? 54. You know, 54. I said, how many continents are there? She told me the continents. Then I went back. I said, name the countries in Africa that's incorporated. Now, do she know what incorporated mean? No, but I gave her the names of the. Now she knows.
So now she knows.
Yeah, I mean, but if you want you, but I did it. I routinely did it.
Yeah.
When she wake up, how many continents? Debbie.
Yeah.
How many oceans are there? 5. And then so she I don't care at the quick of a minute. So she could be doing something. How many countries in Africa? 54. How many continents? Sure. Name them. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Nicole. And then she'd name them off, right?
Nicole.
She always get mixed up with Antarctica. She always get mixed up with that when dealing with continents. You know what I mean? But other than that, if you instill something in a child, then it don't even become a passion or a survival thing. It becomes a natural thing.
Yeah.
And when you and same thing I try to put instill in the people that surround me, about trying to be like everybody else. But when things become natural to us, we learn better. We move different.
Yeah, and I think things should, to your point, I think things should move naturally. And I think that parents should not try to project maybe their passion onto their kids. I see it so often than not. And then the kid grow up, maybe resenting or finding out when they get up, that's not even what they really wanted to do.
Perfect example. I used to tell Nate, you got 6 LR cores. You got 4 inputs. You got 2 MIDI, one in out, one in, one out MIDI import. You got 1 MPC 60. Draw me the draft. He'd do it. And I just crumbled up the paper. Don't even tell him what was wrong. He was like, man, was I right or wrong? I said, if I threw it away, I was wrong. So later, when I left it down, he was like, bet. I don't teach ethnically because the way people do it ethnically, if our ethics fails us all the time, we losing. And if you show a child, or if you teach anyone, and you throw it away or unplug it, they wasn't ready, they didn't save it, they learn, I need to save. Every minute, every time I get a chance, I need to save.
Yeah.
Now, I guarantee you, when you've been trained with Nate before, save is his main thing. I used to walk in the studio and just unplug the drum machine. He like, what the fuck? I'd be like, oh, what's wrong? You ain't save it?
Yeah.
So he learned unethnically because ethical ways do not work. Ethical ways only teach you the basics. And who want to be basic in any game that you playing?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, being basic.
Sometimes you do have to switch it up, like you said.
Man, listen, being basic don't win you championship. That's tough love. Being basic. That was. No, I'm sure
you knew that it was gonna lose his stuff, but you like, I got to love enough to know. But he may not like me right now for this, but he gonna thank me and love me later.
I learned this a long time ago. Ethics don't win championships. Things that's traditional don't win you championships. Because if they did,
you don't think so?
No, because everybody will be champions.
That's not true.
Yes,
Because
it was.
it's always original rules to every game.
It's not.
And it's the same
No,
standard
it's,
rules.
No, it's not. Because when you're good, they start changing the rules.
Do they?
They push the goalposts back further because you too damn good. So when you're the best at what you do, people watch and they look and they think of you differently. I mean, I'm not the best of no damn that. I'm the best at certain things. So when I walk in the room, in these rooms, it's certain people is not gonna say nothing. There are gonna be some people that challenge it. So whatever you challenge, they already know he ready for that challenge, bro. And one time when I thought I was the best in graphics, period, I challenged people. I said $5,000 to anyone who could beat me in graphics, but there were certain stipulations.
Okay. Who came up with the criteria?
I did.
Okay.
That should make it better. If I came with the criteria, I said basically a logo, business card, brochure, and a flyer. You can't use no filters. You can't use no plug-ins. This is all raw Photoshop, and it's all under an hour. You had to develop all of this and come up with the copyright and everything without being copied from somewhere. All this is from scratch. $5,000. Now I lowered it 2 days later, $2,500. Then One Arm Joe, my homeboy from up all night, like, man, I wish I would have seen that. I said, Joe, you got one hand. Stop it.
Don't underestimate him. Not saying that he would have been better than you, but he might have been pretty
When I got down to 500, then he wanted to do it. And not because he had the 5,000. I'm a bet on
He
me.
just ain't want to put that much on the line.
You ain't never seen nobody like me. I bet on me every time. I don't need.
And I feel like you have to.
I don't need no band, but you ain't never seen. I ain't saying you never. I don't know, but most people never met a person who's gonna bet on them all the time.
Yeah, I agree with it, because sometimes even ourselves, it be shaky. We don't truly know, if this is going to work out, or, if this was the route that we truly need to go.
And
so
guess
you
what?
have to have
even if I would have lost,
some great strength or some great faith to say, I'm going to bet on me every time, no matter what.
Every time, no matter what. I bet on me.
Yeah, because
every
if
time.
it's a little shaky, a person will try to run to a more comfortable position or a more secure, stable, position.
When you got passion, you don't need comfort.
Now, this was that's interesting. I don't know if I agree, but that's interesting.
When you got passion,
This was
you
a
don't need
good point.
comfort.
I think survival because I'm passionate about my survival above anything else. And I guess I never really looked at it be like a survival being like a good thing.
See, he thinking of the soloist.
Yeah, because we only look at survival mode, and we always deem it as being something
But everything you do
that's bad
affects
as
other
rush.
people. So when
in
you
a survival mode.
so when you work with a passion and you can, you have people, man, I want to be able to design like you. Well, you got to work like me. I'm like just like how Will Smith think like, oh, you can get on this treadmill, but you ain't gonna outbeat me. I don't give a damn who you are. You is never gonna outbeat me in a game that I compete in. You meeting him where he's at. People tend to learn from loss and devastation. There you go. He hitting on something.
Like, not that that's the only way to learn, but it does make you learn. You won't keep touching the stove once you figure out it's hot. And that's back to you won't plug in the things in the office.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying.
Every child that I've been around when they were younger, I said, stove is hot. Hot is not good. And they be like, huh? And then I said, stove hot. The stove not even on. When they come in the kitchen, come stumbling in the kitchen, stove hot. They're like, hot? Yeah, stove hot? Stove hot.
Yeah.
None of my children I've been around ever burn themselves.
That's good.
And
they say a lot of accidents that happen in the kitchen and home.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and then because in their head, it's hot.
Yeah. So whether it's on or not, they're going to automatically associate that stove in the kitchen is hot.
That's why when
hot is not good.
When Pooter was 6 years old, Melissa said, "Get that
Pooter 6 years. Insure your bag.
Insure your bag."
I like the name.
Right, I like that too. So Melissa grabbed Pooter. It was Thanksgiving. Told her, stand up on this stool and we gonna make stir fried chicken today. And she's like, stove hot. She said, yes, but I'm here.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when people give you reassurance, again, I agree with them, man, when it's a passion of survival.
Mm-hmm.
But when your passion creates an army, you're a beast.
Survival and the transition is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, and the transition. I was like, ooh, okay, cool. Survival and the transition is real. Yeah, the transition to going from survival to survival to passion.
Insure your bag if you can. Call in
810
so that you can clarify what you're saying, or if you can put it in the chat.
5600658.
Maybe he's meaning the transition from going to passion to survival.
No, if you go first of all, if you notice you going from passion to survival,
it happens more times than not. Life be happening and moving so quick.
But that's why it moves so quick. You ain't gonna know the difference between passion and survival.
You right, because after a while it'll all start running together. You gonna look up and literally every day it's gonna be like this. Everything is gonna start just running together.
Exactly, and then we have to really think. Survival is something that we've been enslaved. I don't want to use it. I don't use the word enslaved so many times, but we've been enslaved to believe in survival.
I think that we have been conditioned to maybe want to say that we're in survival, because I know a lot of people say that a lot of people don't have to struggle. Right. They choose to struggle.
They do, because they put themselves in a situation like me when I was going through my thing mentally. Doctors call it depression. Mm-hmm. I never had anxiety. Mm-hmm. Doctors call it depression. I was there because I held particular guilt. Once I realized it was guilt, I mean, it was a combination between guilt. I wish I could have. If I didn't allow certain things to happen, I put myself in a situation where I'm the reason why this happened on that end window, knowing there's a lot of grown people involved. Happy New Year and blessed birthday, Miles Dixon, Big Daddy. Ooh, Big Daddy. How you know my name? Anyway,
I'm trying to operate in my passion, but survival has a stronghold.
Yeah, so there's people a lot of times.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You know how people don't have a lot of like him. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to bet there's not that many mentors in his life, and I want to insecure your back. I want to see what generation are you, a millennial? Only because that's kind of what I was saying. So many people are not even able to tap fully into their passion because they are so consumed within that survival they
mode.
So consumed of believing you have to do everything yourself.
But I agree with that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people don't have those villages, or even if they do reach out for help, they got to hear about it later.
You never have to. You don't need your own village when you believe in yourself. And I'm gonna show you this. And when you believe in yourself, when I say people believe in God, right? Mm-hmm. There were a time where you never even seen bums on the streets when I was coming up, right? You know why? Because there were so many fruits and vegetables. People used to go in people's backyards, eat fruit and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't see that when I was coming. I didn't see bums.
Generation. I'm sorry, is that under me?
Under you.
That's under me?
No, that's over you.
Over.
That's me. That's X generation. Me, I think I'm the X generation.
Oh.
I believe.
Well, see, and even he said it. He said that he can.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10,
got him in a chokehold.
I'm willing to bet most people don't have no mentors in their life. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, having mentors in your life means a big difference.
It does.
And the guy, people say, "Man, I want you to mentor me." I said, "Okay," and I never see him again. Mm-hmm. I met some young guys yesterday, young young lady and a young man. They were intrigued, like, so how did you know what I mean? That was only 4 minutes of being around me. Yeah. When the main person that brought him just started looking like, hey man, I want to come talk to you too. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because here's one thing I've learned in life. If you got a passion, you have a purpose. Mm-hmm. Okay? I ain't saying that your passion is your purpose, but passion, purpose, and profit all go together. You feel me?
I can see that. The three P's.
Once you learn that, you be like, oh my God, I'm struggling. The only reason why you struggling, one, because you got a car note, when you put $4,000 down on the car note, right? Instead of taking $4,000 down and buying a car. So here's what I'm trying to show you. Here's what I'm trying to show you.
You could possibly find you a reliable.
Trust me, that cruise.
A reliable transportation.
The cruise I got $3,600.
I understand what you're saying.
5 years. Four and a half.
But you have to think about a lot of people who are looking into buying cars. You have to think whether they have $4,000 to put down or whether they're looking to get a note. Nobody just really has money to keep putting into repairs.
I ain't saying, but
that is why people do
my car,
go
again. You go take it to a professional person, ask them to check out the car, a mechanic.
I mean, you still have to pay for the diagnostic.
$65.
And you still have to pay for the labor.
So what?
And the parts.
What labor? It ain't no parts. If you check it out, he said, "Oh yeah, everything on this is good. You are going to need a wheel alignment soon." Blah blah blah. That's fine.
At that point, no parts.
So
I'm just saying.
So what I'm saying, we're doing a lot of assumptions when there's plenty of new cars that rolled off the lot that had to go get took them back. You worked at the car lot.
But it's still under warranty.
It doesn't matter, but it was inconvenient. It gives you
just a little bit of a safety net versus you getting somebody off Facebook Market or from a place that's not.
I get safety nets, but we driving on freeways and highways with people who don't even have licenses, not even certified to drive cars yet. But we worried about
that's all the more reason why I would want that security.
I ain't talking about the car.
Because here's the thing, I may not have another $4,000.
It's not about
to drop on another.
You don't have to drop another. If you have a certified mechanic, look at your car. So I had a certified mechanic look at this car. The
mechanic gonna look at it, but then he's still gonna have to tell you what's wrong, and you're still gonna have to. How about we tell?
No, I didn't. There was nothing wrong with the car when I bought it.
Yeah, at the time.
But he told me.
I'm just talking about overtime, as in with any car, just the wear and tear on it. It's gonna happen.
But I'm just speaking on convenience and being able. You talking about survival and passion.
Yeah, people pay for convenience.
Yeah, so people know that they pay for convenience. This is why they're able to charge you $10 for a hamburger that you could actually go to the store and pay $2 or $3 for.
Oh yeah,
instead of making one, you can make 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying is the reason why survival mode is the truth, and as far as the factors in what type of bullshit you're on, is only because you know what you shouldn't do. If you only have you in $4,000 and you only make $3,200 a month. You only make $36,000 a year. Mm-hmm. You actually putting over $400 minimum. $400 a year. I mean a month on your thing
to be able to
drive. Yeah. Which on a car you still got to pay insurance
for sure, and
then you still got to put gas.
You would have to get that on a car that you purchased with the $4,000. You still have to have insurance.
Exactly. So all I'm trying to tell you, but you get no fault. But if you get a car at the lot, you
gotta drive you off the lot.
Hey,
what's gonna happen when you
Jada, my sunshine today. Good morning, Jada.
Good morning, Jada.
Jada, you made my birthday sunshine even that much more better. Hey, baby, I'm 54. But seriously, but when you going for passion, it's a lot of things that you can feed off of with your passion. Mm-hmm. A lot of days you ain't thinking about eating a steak. Give me some Roman noodles. Give me noodles in the cup. Let me finish writing this script. Give me noodles in the cup. I gotta go to dance today. Give me an apple. They tricked us so much to be in survival mode that they made us believe what God gave us costs more than what they give us. They make us believe that eating healthy costs more.
It does.
It does not. I can show everybody. I done it. I go to a grocery market.
It just depends on where you go.
The grocery market what I go to, and especially if we go to Aldi's, you could take $60 in Aldi's, and it's going to last you a week.
But I ain't even going to lie to you. A lot of Aldi stuff don't really taste good.
And
that's no shade, no tea.
Nothing tastes good without seasoning, a little elbow grease. Stop it.
I'm talking about just in general.
But I'm just giving you an example. You don't have, though it don't taste good now. I
wouldn't get meat from Aldi anyway.
I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about period. Mm-hmm. If you live below your means, you will be a happier person. Guarantee you. It's a lot of happy people I know. It's a lot of unhappy people I know who have everything what they say that they wanted, but they're unhappy. They could pick the right car but can't pick the right wife. So that's why I got. Thank you, Monique. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm 54. Do people work harder for passion or survival? And here's how you know when a person works for a passion is when they don't care about how much. We don't care about the money. We don't care about the money.
Now, see, and that's what that was a good point, because that's what Terrence said earlier. He said passion is something that you love to do and you don't get paid for it.
Yes, and then guess what? They pay you more for it because they see how much you love it, and they know you have to pay
It's
them.
a blessing when you can truly be out here and do what you love to do every day. And literally make either a living from it or some type of income from it.
Right now, I'm taking updated courses on software equipment for engineering. I'm about to get into audio engineering for this movie stuff and for audio engineering
Nice,
again.
congratulations.
Guess what? But they ain't gonna pay me what they paying them now. And people like, well, Miles. What, I mean, everybody else charging $35. Why you charging $6,000? I said, you always get what you pay for.
Quality over quantity.
Oh, no.
Each and every time. And when people start realizing that,
we had a Canva Photoshop argument yesterday.
I'm so glad I wasn't here.
Oh my God! I said, here's one thing I can show you by you saying Canva helped you out and it's cool. And you using templates because my boys wound up doing the same template and they was upset. I said, that's what y'all
because
get.
they went up against you?
Well, they can't beat me. They ain't not gonna be.
Yeah, I could have told them that. Carla, you on the air?
How do y'all think I'm able to talk to y'all almost every day?
Because you're working on your passion.
Damn right.
Yeah.
When you have something you do and you damn well good at it, and like you said before, you're not worried about the money. My man, right? If you ain't worried about the bread, and as they would say, the money gonna come.
Money, listen.
Money gonna come.
Money, listen. Money. Here's a trick, Dorian. I learned a long time ago. Who I call him my fake goddad because he was really my best friend goddad, but he could say I could be your goddad too. he took us all to Chuck E. Cheese. My dumb butt, I was a whiny butt, and I was crying because you getting that, how you getting that tube thing and the money falls and you gotta catch it, you gotta grab it. I got up there crying because I wasn't quick with my hands like this. He said, Pete, let me tell you something. He said, he whispered in my ear, he said, take your shirt and just hold your shirt out. So when it falls, it just falls in your shirt. And I said, okay. I did it, and I came out with more money than everybody who was with us. And the reason why, and so it goes back into money gonna fall your way when all you have to do is stay still.
Just stay still. Relax. And listen, like I said, money should be on your mind and not in your heart.
Woo! I get.
Should be in your mind, not in your heart.
I get what y'all saying.
Because people, the love of money is no different than a hammer or a screwdriver.
But you gotta think, I don't even think it's for the love of money, because when we get money, 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, it's not even staying in our hand long enough for us to even say, I got money. It's literally being passed on because it's like, I gotta take care of this bill or that bill, or take, get this together. But who caused
what I said earlier. If you living,
it depends.
If you living like you make $100,000 a year, and Miles said it earlier, you're the most happiest when you living below your means. You got to pay for a car, got to pay for a house.
Yeah.
Or you can limit the amount of debt that you have outside of that.
Yeah.
And you're going to always have debt. My mama used to always tell me, it costs for you to be here, it's going to cost for you to die, and you're going to have to spend some money in between.
Regardless,
right?
So why not do it and be truly happy?
Oh, you ain't going to be truly happy.
But listen, but here's the thing. That's a good saying, but in reality, it's going to cost for you to be here, for you to show up, whether you paying child support or you was on aid or you had private health. It costs while you here. Food, housing, shelter, and that's where the struggle is, because you feel like you're in survival mode. Like Miles said, sometimes people put themselves in their own situations. They living like they make that kind of money. Like, dude, I know the richest and wealthiest of people. They gonna have the most cheapest Skechers shoes on, some cargos on, just a regular little cardigan. They cell phone is old, 2 or 3 years old. They got mad money because guess what? The money don't matter.
The money don't matter.
We make it hard for ourselves because we trying to, the food costs so much. You ain't got to eat so much.
Right.
Hey, shut up. Boy, I'm on the phone. animals. So, wow,
It's the animal.
Hey, I got some audio to go to this. Thank you, Dorian, for calling.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
So I got some audio to go to
I was
this.
gonna say, hold on really quick. Caller, can you call back, please? Go ahead.
Here you go the audio.
Tend to think week to week. The middle class tends to think month to month. The rich think year to year. The very rich think decade to decade and generation to generation. And the primary goal of the very poor and poor is survival. The primary goal of the middle class is comfort. And the primary goal of the rich and the very rich is freedom, the intergenerational transfer of wealth. And they will do whatever it takes to experience an abundance of freedom. Wealth and transferring that wealth to succeeding generations is critical.
Did you know that dozens of hedge funds...
So when you think about poor mentality, that's survival.
They say that's survival mode, yeah.
So thank you, Dave. Appreciate it, brother. There's nothing wrong with understanding who you are. And this is why families don't mind letting their children stay with them, because it eliminates a lot of bills. They know the pressures out here. So I'd rather for my son to stay up under my insurance, because now he don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, he can until he's 25. No matter if he out the house or not.
No, because if he work for my business or he work in my business, he's still getting the same insurance. These are the things that most people don't understand, and this is why wealthy families or rich families stay together. They don't stay far apart. Call you in there.
Oh, that's me, Charlie P.
What up, Charlie P?
How are you?
What's up, baby? Hey, I just want to touch bases on what he said in reference to, you're spending $4,000 on a car and you can't keep the payments up. And I've been there. My brother have told me, he said, how is you buying a car every year and you can't keep up the payments? And I was losing cars that way. So what he said was, instead of you got $4,000, go ahead and buy you a car. $3,000, you know it's paid for. You ain't got to worry about car notes, and you're good. And I have a car right now. I had 6 years, and it still runs just as good as my BMW, just as good. And it's an 04 Kia Monte.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's good.
And one thing for sure, two things for certain. What I try to tell people too: when you get newer cars, you don't have to get full. You don't have to get full insurance. You know what I mean?
You can pick how much coverage you want. Yeah. It just makes sense with a newer vehicle.
Of course, but then you paying more. You paying more for it, and these are all tricks that people use for capitalism. This is why it's called capitalism. People can capitalize off of every inch of your thinking. You know what I mean? They be like, oh, so if you buy a new car, you'll need full coverage because it only makes sense.
They're definitely going to upsell you, and they're going to throw in a personal story.
Because it only makes sense every time. So
right. I think having the insurance is a choice. Liability or collision. My pops told me this, because I had my Nissan Titan pickup, and I had just liability. But when I got in an accident, the money had to come out of my pocket. So he told me, he said, son, the best thing is go ahead and if you can do it that way, go ahead and put liability and collision. So when, God forbid, anything happens, you won't have to come out of your pocket. But I want to touch bases on passion, what y'all talking about, passion and survival. To me, it's like people have a tendency to buy and get what they want instead of what they need. So most of the time you put your own self in a bind to can't afford whatever you choose to get.
Exactly.
So that's my thing. It's just you got to learn to get what you need and not what you want all the time.
Exactly.
I'm a single parent. I have just me and my kids. Just my daughter and my son. So all my money is cautious on how I spend it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I watch every dollar. They call me a roach, cockroach, whatever they want to call me. But I've learned to manage my money.
There you go. And a lot of people don't get to learn how to manage their money till it's too late.
Yeah, or because just life. They've learned how to,
Listen, next month, January, I would have fully paid for my funeral. You know what I mean?
Right.
That way, everybody don't have to worry about no insurance policy. I'm getting cremated. I'm having the service is $2,700.
Exactly.
So, preparation is always going to be good when you
always,
especially when you know death is always going to come
for things like that, because people don't like to talk about it.
No, they don't like to talk about it. But in a bad situation, you'll really know who your friends because you'll be sitting in the morgue for a month.
Right.
Exactly. All right. Thank you for calling, Charlie P.
Yeah. You know it was. Y'all be good, man.
Thank you.
So
All right.
So So when you look at, thank you, Ebony K, from the birthday wishes.
Hey, Ebony K.
But passion, man. I work for passion every day because survival mode. Listen, I'm not ashamed to say it. It was one day last week. I had maybe like $18 left. And then I had to pay for something. I said, well, might as well.
You have to. Got
to. And I had $0. But then again, if your hand is clenching on something, it can't be open for nothing.
That is true.
So
I've heard that so many times than not. And what I can say is that when I do open up my hands, even though I may be in a tight situation or I may not really have it to give, but if it's on my heart to, and I do see it come back.
When I gave to old boy at the gas station, that was my last money I had cash.
Yeah.
But I said, what can $2 do for me?
And that's what I'll be looking at too. Like if I can't, really do anything with it, literally. Yeah.
So here's overall.
And
here's
come right back.
The meaning: do people work harder for passion or survival? I believe passion conditions you as a better person than survival ever will. Survival only going to prove the point, and survival without testimony, it wouldn't hardly ever work. So let's get that straight.
That's true. But you can even look at survival from a sense of maybe a person is working at the plant, like they're in survival mode, just working at the plant, and
that ain't survival mode.
And they're doing that because that's their livelihood, and they maybe don't think that their passion can get them.
Survival would never give you livelihood. Survival would never give you livelihood.
That's interesting.
Just imagine.
I feel like it'll get you enough to get by, which is why you're in survival mode.
Either you predator or prey.
But it may not get you ahead.
You either predator or prey. And being predator, being prey with no prayer, you in trouble.
Okay, that ain't.
Being prey with no prayer, you in trouble. I mean, being prey and no without prayer, you in trouble.
Yeah.
So, but however, when you are a predator, you don't have to pray because you already know whose side you're on. And I tell people this all the time. People say, "Well, Miles, you ain't worried about." How many times when I'm about to do the comedy show, you ain't scared?
Yeah, no, I'm a definitely ask you, all right, you good? How you feeling? You scared? It's me because I go through all of those emotions kind of before, and then at the end, it turns out to be good. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that wasn't bad. I did it. But before I'm going to go through the works of being nervous, oh my God, what do I do? What do I say? Like, the whole nine.
Have you ever seen the Animal Kingdom where it be a hawk nearby? And birds just don't fly. They be like, I ain't flying out there. I'm gonna say right behind this branch, because it understands who they are. They understand to them.
They will never be flying with them.
That's their predator. That's who preying on them. And so, same in business. If you go into a business with no army, I told people George Bush was the smartest president we ever had. We might get more phone calls now. And somebody said, wow, how you gonna say that? He couldn't spell this. I said, you think he worried about knowing how to spell when he the president of the United States?
Yeah, he got people to spell stuff for him.
This man, not only that, this man went to war, but he made sure he had his allies. He made sure he had his allies. He stole 2 presidencies. In the last one, he only stole so he could secure his family legacy. You see what I'm saying? So when you think about the passion of survival, I don't knock no one who has a job. No, Lord forbid, I do not knock nobody. But don't be having a job and talking about you're gonna be the biggest designer next week. Stop it. You don't have the balls to be the next best one.
That's not.
You don't have the balls to do it. Most people who claim
That's not true.
Okay, it never happened. The only person who I ever seen it happen with and to is only because they had to make him the next big thing. That was Eminem. Eminem was a person, if he would say something like, man, get the hell out of here. Matter of fact, the whole industry was, da-da-da-da, he gonna be the biggest thing. I said, man, please, bro, not no white boy in hip-hop, no.
Say absolutely not. He had his run, though.
No, he is, and he still is the biggest rap star ever in hip-hop.
Okay.
He is. He's still the biggest rap star ever.
I digress on that. But
listen, he filled
I feel like he definitely had his run.
He filled a soccer ball stadium in the whole other country, which hold 180,000 people. 2 shows in a row. No, listen, he is the biggest rapper, but if at that time I would have bet my right arm that white boy wouldn't have been who he is. I'll be honest with you. And me meeting him, no,
Just
hell no.
his demographic.
But I didn't realize the machine he had behind him. He would.
That's what he was saying. Those he surrounded himself
because
with.
of those surrounding. Yeah, well, he didn't surround himself around nobody. They gathered around him to make him. See, the thing, that's what I'm trying to tell you. When your passion, because his passion was, I don't care what I'm getting paid, just get me there. You don't get black people like that. Black, I want all of my money. I want every dime. No, when you have a lot of people eating from you, they gonna make you the best thing ever.
Yeah, because it's like they don't want to see themselves fall, so they gonna do what's necessary to keep that going, and that means you gonna always be, at a certain level of security.
Yeah, but he didn't
sense.
But he didn't realize that at the time. He's just a white boy who I have no money to piss poor broke.
I feel like we do maybe look at the dollar amount
every time
instead of looking at the fine print.
That is wrong with us.
Or over the course of how many years is this money being stretched out, etc.
We don't think about everyone's going to eat. We think about how much you going to get. If it's more than me, hell no. But sometimes your job was just to show up with your talent. My job was to jump through 24 holes and skin all my skin off my back to get this deal happen. So yeah, if you would get 40% off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said President Bush. Walter, like, you sure you said President Bush? Yes, and not his daddy, but Junior. I mean, the man he stole 2 elections and he stole 2 elections.
2 elections.
And created a war to secure his family legacy in oil. If that ain't genius, I don't know what is. And I ain't saying he by himself done it, but they came up with a plan for it. Right now, we barely can get 80 podcasters together. Majority of people that's on our shows is only in between us, but they'll hover around the white boy Kid L. I don't got nothing against Kid L. They'll hover around Vlad. I don't have nothing against Vlad, but they are both culture vultures in the sense of talking about black business and black people in business, and the black people in business who need to talk to us won't come talk to us. So it's a whole psyche thing. Like George, you just heard George Fraser speak of. Black people think day to day. Poor people think about day to day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of things are not by choice, but I do agree with
it is by choice.
About the day. We can't even focus on today because we already thinking about tomorrow.
No,
we already thinking about next week on what we got to do. What needs to be done.
We ain't even thinking like that. We're not even thinking like that.
I think a lot of people are, and that's what puts us in a survival mode. And I feel like that's why a lot of people can't focus on the moment and focus on the now because they they already on next week.
If we thought the day to day, we'll have gardens. If we thought on day to day, we'll have things. We don't think on that. We think on how we going to spend before we think about how we going to save. We think about how we going to party before we're going to think about how we're going to parlay. We think about dumb shit. Andrew Lane said, "Look, we need to do some work together, brothers and sisters, all day, and we need to have." Listen, one thing the Jewish people know, I'ma sell the cup, you sell the lid, you sell the straw.
Yeah. But
to niggas.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's because we as black people can't work together. No, we can work together because we show that doing cornfields and cotton fields and everything else. It's just that we don't want to be led nowhere else by us. because it's in our blood that we've been led to slave ships. So everywhere we was led, we was wrongfully led.
I think a lot of people.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to go there.
No, you're fine. I feel like a lot of people may be okay with being led if they're actually seeing where they're being led to, or is you know what I'm saying, or it's actually something coming from where they're being led to. I feel like that's the issue now.
Well,
like it's just a lot of potential, or it's a lot of people wanting to lead and maybe not knowing how. It's a lot of people that feel like they have the answers and they don't.
Something as simple as growing a garden, you don't have to be led nowhere. We don't have the discipline. We don't have the love for each other. We'll love a white boy before we love a black man. We don't have the love or the contingency.
And I feel like that's because people feel like they have to. Because typically in that regard, they're either your boss, supervisor, you know what I'm saying?
So why you can't respect your husband or your wife the same way?
You would.
And no, you don't. They don't. They don't. If I was, they did this whole test on TikTok and Facebook. I'm a black man. I say, hey, babe, I'm hungry. Fix me a sandwich. You to drop off the clothes, go downstairs, iron them, blah, 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 come upstairs. Oh, I forgot, babe. That's okay. I already made me a sandwich. I'm cool. Thank you. Right? Your boss tell you, I need for you to go in there to do this or drive somewhere and pick up something. You're going to go do it. It don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
It has something.
I get your ideology behind it.
It's not my ideology.
I feel like that kind of comes into like, okay, I know that when
your husband comes first. Bottom line. I don't care whether your boss or not, your husband comes first.
And I get that, and it's a different dynamic. And I was just gonna say the reason is so the work dynamic is different because when I sign up to work a job, I know what my job description requires me to do. So if my supervisor or boss asks me to do something that's within my job description that I'm getting paid for, why is it wrong for me to listen and abide by that? It's further beyond him asking me to.
Because
it's me knowing that in the back of my mind when I applied for this position, this was my duty.
The most important thing I always ask people, do you believe in God? And if your God union is not greater than your boss, you cannot expect for other things to go right. That is bottom line. So when you no problem, Andrew. So when you decided to bind with another being before God, to become one with God, and the rule was obey your husband. Okay, then you do things that that your supervisor or your boss.
I get it, but typically, if a supervisor or boss is asking you for something, or if it's a project, you typically have a day that they give it to you and a day that they're expecting it.
No, they want it done now.
The only thing that you said as far as the whole sandwich thing was that she maybe did a few things around the house.
They want it done now.
That's essentially helping the whole entire house, and not just her. She's not being selfish. She didn't disregard them.
The truth is that people mates listen to their boss more than they listen to their mates. Forget what situation, whatever I said. The truth is, a man or a woman will listen to their boss quicker than they listen to their mate at home. That's all. And so, again, that's working in survival mode. When you're working with your passion, I'm going to do what my husband told me to do first. I got you, boss. But my passion and my livelihood is my marriage.
Yeah. And I can say that, for example, with Alicia Keys, when she turned down that performance, she didn't go because she said she's going to stay and spend time with her husband.
Yeah.
So, and it was quite a bit of money for that particular performance, too. And she was just like, no, this is,
Again, she's in her passion. And when you're in your passion, once you live within your passion, your reward will be greater. Yeah, you may got some scratches, some bumps, some bruises, and all that, but I'm tired, and all that God be like, so? Because everybody I put before you, if they were tired, you wouldn't be here. Bottom line. And I used to tell people all the time, was slavery really that bad? slavery created a passion through us in America that nobody can even ever measure in life. Our passion was just to be better than the person who was telling us what to do. To let you know that we are greater than you. And our passion built this country. And our passion built 95% of the things that exist. Shout out to Freckles. I'm my favorite lesbian male. What's up, baby?
Hey, Freckles.
I'm going to come get a halo. I might want to come get a halo today.
Period.
I got called Tone to ask him how it was his. He probably said it was magically delicious.
Why you making him sound like that?
Like an Irishman. I'm just saying.
And say, hey, I don't sound like that.
You're right. Would you? No.
No.
Wrap it up. Oh, wow. Okay. What's that? She couldn't even say that. She couldn't even wrap it up. She was like this. I'm like, was she whining the toy? Anyway, so hey y'all, Shani already gave me the cue to produce. So time to wrap it up. I really enjoyed this time we spent together.
Yeah. This was good. Happy birthday.
This was good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate my balloons and my cards and my gifts. Some people sent me a couple of dollars. I really appreciate y'all.
Cha-ching.
Send me a phone number so I can lock you in. I got a new phone. Freckles, give me it's a refurb, but anyway, so it's still a 13. I'm on 13.
Still a happy birthday.
Still a happy birthday. I'm on 13 Pro. But yeah, so hey y'all, thank y'all, Andrew, Walter. We need to know who's in my bag. What's the name in my bag?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Insure your bag. Happy I found the live. Enjoy your day.
All right,
Thank
then. Thank you. Insure your bag. Give us a call.
Maybe we shouldn't have. People telling you happy birthday now.
Wait a minute. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Richard.
Happy birthday, Richard.
Work me engineer, y'all.
I'm just kidding.
Every time we do that, I be in my office. I be cracking the head up. What up, though, Cal? Thank you, bro. I'm about to text you. Cool. Freckles, that's my favorite lesbian. Nancy. Okay, well, Nancy. Well, let's insure the bag, Nancy.
Insure your bag.
Hey, look, the insurance in your bag is getting out the office. Trust me.
Insure your bag. Podcast. Oh, you guys are a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, let's get down. Don't forget Pancakes and Podcast, December 13th. That's gonna be the last one of the year. Hopefully, it's gonna be the biggest one of the year. We invite all podcasters to come through, network with each other. It was Tam Telling Tales and myself and a couple other people gonna be answering questions. We might have our own table so y'all can come and sit with us and really kick it. It's gonna be the last one of the year. It's Wife Engineer, y'all. Sorry to Shane, my wife. But whatever. So
shout out to Richard, man.
Shout out to Richard. Hey, Richard be keep this hell on him. He scared the shit out of me one time. Anyway,
it do be catch you up guard because it do be a yell. But shout out to you, Richard. Keep doing your thing. If you
okay, I like you in Frex.
Living.
I said Frex. Frex don't sound right. It ain't sexy enough. I like you in Freckles. Yeah, that sound bad.
Yeah, just say Freckles.
Frex. No, Frex don't sound right. So anyway, y'all, we about to get out of here. We really appreciate.
Yes, please. We would love for you to come so that we can network and learn more about your podcast. Follow, subscribe, all of the work.
Yeah, send us your link. I might reach out and touch you. Reach out and touch you today, later on today. And shout out to everybody who's been joining us for this long ride, this journey we've been on for over
shout
5 years now. The rebrand. Oh yeah, Podcastic Life website will be up and running, functional tomorrow afternoon. Everybody, I sent out links for y'all to join Podcastic HQ. So that's going to be our group for anybody got anything going on or the insides of podcasting or inside the podcasting companies who we got going on, because we got tired of people telling us, I ain't hear about the Oscars. Let me watch the show. And everybody want personal invites. I'm not giving a damn no personal invites no more. About something dealing with business like that. If I do just make sure it's a plus. Shout out to Hair Crack.
Yes.
If you can, post the website in the thread, please. I really appreciate that. Anybody who comes on the Rising Ground Morning Show who got a business, post your business in the thread.
Yes. And we also have this.
Yes, definitely. My man Chef Maurice and Lisa Will Word, Smokehouse, Detroit Smokehouse. They got if you don't feel like cooking for Thanksgiving, y'all can just hire them and they do Thanksgiving. Me and Shani is doing the cleanup service. That cleanup service per house is only $75 to $125. Just let us know if you want us to clean us the meals. The only thing we don't do is do dishes. We will rinse them off, put them in the sink.
Look, everybody like, okay, so what you cleaning up? That's
I
mean, y'all better get y'all some paper plates.
We mopping, sweeping, and wiping off tables and things like that.
Yeah, shout out to Tam again for No Strings movie premiere. Stay tuned for that to be coming on platform soon, but so proud of you. Congratulations. And also shout out to Cece with What About Your Friends?
What About Your Friends?
That is on Amazon.
And it's coming to Tubi in a couple
weeks. Yes.
Yep. Hey, y'all.
Good morning, Tom.
What up, though, Tom? What I miss?
We was just talking about you.
Yeah, we were just talking about you. We was talking about Smudge. Anyway, no.
Don't do that. That's what I say. Every time you say that,
Thank you.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, dear brother. That's what's up. What?
What is one thing that you are looking forward for this year?
You mean next year?
No, this year. Since today is your birthday, what are you looking forward to this year?
Peace, prosperity, and profitability.
Profitability. Okay.
Profitability. And another reason. So what I'm saying is, I just want a whole lot of tone. We had a good convo. You probably have to go back and watch this one. There's a lot of jewels was dropped and just we was learning the difference between predator and prey. Oh, I was just trying to find your page.
Shout out to Pie Life.
Probably Tone. Hey Tone, tell me how was that? Halo. with freckles in them and Katrina. How did that work out with hair crack?
Katrina.
All right, y'all. So we about to get out of here because one more person just come to watch and be like, hey, I forgot. If y'all can inbox me, cash at me.
We gonna let you
Apple
enjoy
Pay.
your birthday today.
Apple Pay me. Whatever y'all want to.
We're gonna let you enjoy your birthday. We're gonna let you off a little early so that you can go move and groove, do your thing, enjoy your birthday.
Okay.
Be safe. Love you. Appreciate you.
Oh, that's how you feel. That's what you.
Yeah, but no, I hope
Last time I felt like this, I felt like it was a setup, but I got a good feeling this weekend, this time it ain't going to be a setup. Because last time they're like, yeah, Miles, all right then, see you later.
Yeah, no.
What you doing tonight? Yeah, what you come on through the starters.
It just was the bad thing because we was trying to surprise him, and as soon as he walked in, I would think I was walking out or walking up. And I was like,
first of all,
hey.
when I see Nate walking, I look to my right, and Nate just paused like this.
Because we didn't expect to see you. You cannot hide anything from Miles. He gonna know everything that anybody has planned.
I be noticing things, and so I'm just very keen.
It's so hard.
I appreciate y'all. I love y'all very much, and I appreciate the admiration and the generosity people have been giving me. It was a great experience. I need everybody to tap in with them.
Yes, with hair crack.
That's what's up. Hey man, was it?
Not the Tony car wash.
Hey, Tom, any happy endings?
And it's 11-11.
No, I'm just joking. Freckles are Freckles.
And it's 11-11.
Freckles are just freaking with you. Anyway, shout out to... There you go. But shout out to Tony. He's like, we had a very good experience. Had to get your own shape of it, though. That's how real life be. I'm so happy to be alive on this very day.
Yes.
Shout out to my mom and my dad.
I was about to say, you got any shout out?
For giving birth to me. That's what happened when Macon, Georgia and Philadelphia bump uglies.
Uglies. Oh.
When they bump uglies. But no, my mother was a great woman. My father, I turned to find out that he was a great man. So I have no other choice but to be great. And that's the same thing I tell my daughter. You have no other choice to be great. Greatness has been blessed on you. Hey, I didn't do his. Cat did. Oh, happy endings. All right.
Don't do that.
Sean.
Whole time I'm playing, please.
It's nothing wrong with that.
But no.
It's nothing wrong with happy endings and not in a freakish manner. As long as a person could come out your business and tell people that they had a great time.
Way to make that positive. I'm proud of you.
Right.
Is this what 54 look like?
54 look greater.
Woo!
Oh, and look, I'm not gonna be talking about. I'm not gonna be in the gym recording my journey. I'm not gonna be one of those. Oh yeah, we doing this. I just pray that I can be disciplined enough to continue.
Tripod in the gym?
No. Oh my God! But I'm gonna tell you the most intimidating thing in that damn gym. That damn Stairmaster.
Listen, going on to get off.
That used to be my favorite, right? When I have muscle mass on my legs,
You're gonna
right?
see the results on that if you stay consistent.
Let me
with
tell you
that.
something. Late yesterday on that Stairmaster, that Stairmaster was like, "You a bitch." I was like, I am.
And don't dare you look at the time while you doing it.
Man, listen, what I don't do in the gym is look at time. I listen to listen. If
I look right at the machine.
My gospel music and my Jay-Z playlist. Once that's over with, I know I've been there for a while.
Okay, that's
I know.
a good gauge of
I
time.
know. I've been in there for at least 2.5 hours.
That's a great gauge
Easy.
of time.
When I used to be in the sauna at LA Fitness.
Hey, girl, boy.
I had my playlist on. My gospel playlist was exactly an hour and 25 minutes. I went through my whole gospel playlist in the sauna.
Right, yeah.
And I was wondering why I was about to die. I was in that sauna for an hour and 25 minutes.
I can't do the sauna
Thank you,
for
girl
too
boy.
long.
Girl boy. Girl boy, my favorite stud, and Freckles, my favorite lesbian. That's what's up. Listen to your music and zone out. That's right. Yeah. That's what I do. People be trying to talk to me. I be like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, about to get in here. Don't forget to check out the new podcasting website, podcastinglife.com. We got a movie coming out, y'all. We're working on a movie. We already solidified the team.
Nice.
And it's about that pod life. Shout out to Calvin, Rhea, Q Lewis, Shani. She didn't even know she was in it. Myself. We getting it together. We'll be talking to y'all very soon. On that note, we are out.
Thank you. Bye.
Rise and grind. Wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. Great conversation, guest appearances.